Alright, doing another axe video. Changing the camera angle a little bit, trying to get the lighting a little bit better. So let me know what you guys think of the different camera placement. Let me know if you like it better or whatnot. So yeah, anybody that watched my video that came out yesterday, thanks. It's my favorite video so far. It had some good rigging shots and a good story behind it, and it turned out good. I can tell you guys are liking it by the views and the comments and stuff, and so thanks for watching. This video is going to be the first custom axe build for someone personally that they asked if I would do a video on, and I kind of mentioned it in one of my other videos, and it turns out that this seems like it's going to be a pretty cool thing, and it might be something I do once a week. So if you want a custom axe done, and you want a video watching how it was made, leave a comment down below or get a hold of me on Instagram or something like that. So Ryan, this is your axe video. I had to take notes because he had a lot of information on him, and so Ryan is from Montague, Michigan. He's a tree guy. R&E Tree Service. He's a small company that does high risk removals. He's been in business for 13 years, so that tells me he probably knows a little bit about tree work. He's on YouTube. A lot of you guys probably seen him in the comments. His YouTube is groundpounder24365. And the cool thing about this is, for me doing this, I had to do research on him, and it turns out, you know, he has a YouTube and he's got videos, and I went through and watched like some of his videos, trying to get to know him like a little, like kind of like on a personal level, you know. And so by me doing this, it allows me to get to know you guys a little bit more. So I'm kind of liking that part of it. And you know, he's a family guy. He's married and has 5 kids, and he asked me to build an axe for him. So this is the video on how I make your axe, Ryan. He told me he wanted a jersey pattern, so the day he decided he wanted to do it, I got this one in the mail. And it's a jersey pattern. True temper, flint edge, Kelly works. It's slightly pitted. It's got like a really nice look to it. It's in really good shape, but it has the pitting, so it kind of looks old. And we're gonna put it on 32-inch hickory. I might change that palm swell a little bit, but to me, this is like a standard arborist style axe. You know, it's not too heavy. It's got a curved handle. It's long enough. I categorize this as like an arborist axe. So I'm going to start the fitting. I'll probably do time lapse on the fitting, and then when some key points come up, I'll slow the video down and talk about it. Okay, we got it all fitted. Got contact all the way around. I had to switch handles. That first handle, the palm swell was like kind of bent, and when I'd look down it this way, it was like pretty noticeable. This one's real straight, and it actually has a nicer palm swell. So it's the same handle, just it's the same pattern of handle, it's just a different one. So next, yeah, I'm gonna bring the kerf down, and the way I do that, I kind of line it up and I kind of see where I need to go. I need to bring that kerf down like an inch. So I'll bring you guys over to the bandsaw and show you. Alright, we got the kerf cut. We got it opened up a little bit. Next process is I'm going to sand this curling down, and I'm going to sand the whole handle, and then I'll dress the palm swell up. I'm going to change. I don't really like that style of palm swell, so I'm gonna cut a piece off of it and kind of make it look a little bit better. But I'm gonna do that after I put the head on. So I'm gonna sand right now and put the head on. Actually, I'm gonna sand it and then do the palm swell, and then I'm gonna burn it, and then I'm gonna put the head on. I'm just gonna leave, when I dress up the palm swell, I'm gonna make sure I have a flat spot. Like there's a flat spot there. I'm gonna make sure there's still something kind of like that where I can tap on it without breaking nothing. So. Okay, now I'm gonna take down these edges on the bottom side of the eye, kind of round them over a little bit. That way when I put the head on for the final time, hopefully we won't get any curling, or it'll be minimal. Alright, we got the handle all burned. It's kind of a light burn. It'll end up being darker once we get the oil on there. Next step is I take like some 600 grit. When you burn it, it makes all these little fibers kind of stick up, and it's kind of rough, so I wipe it down with this 600. I don't go too crazy on it. Just enough to make it smooth on the hands, but not too smooth. If you get it too smooth, then oil doesn't want to soak into the wood. And I kind of feel it, make sure no splinters. Alright, now we're ready to seat the head. So here we go. it kind of wants to go that way a little bit. So I got this little trick I do here. I'm stopping it from walking that way as I get the head seated on there. Yeah, see, it's straight on there now. I don't have any curl. I got one gap up in the front up here. So I'm gonna go a little more. It's looking pretty good. All right, so now I'm seated on there pretty good. I'm gonna pull this out. Make sure it's still straight. And now it's glue time. Gorilla Glue. And I just, I put like a fair amount in there. I like to get a lot in there. About that much. I always pour it in the kerf, and then when I'm making a wedge, it works its way down in there. By the time I have the wedge done, glue is all the way down in there. I don't put glue on the wedge. I always just notice that when I put glue on the wedge and I drive it in there, it just scrapes it all off. So I like to just pour it in there first. So let me get a wedge made, and I'll turn the camera back on. Got this wedge made. I went with white oak, or not white oak, it's red oak. I got a bunch of different wedges in there, and when I look at the kerf and I see what's going on, there's certain wedges that'll work better than others. And I kind of just pick and choose what I think would work out the best. And so I got this red oak, and yeah, it's time to slam a wedge in there. So I kind of showed you guys this process last time. We'll kind of just do the same thing. They don't always turn out the same. Sometimes they go better than others, but so yeah, we got it in there by hand, and I'm going to tap it in a couple times, get it started. I can already see it's too long and it's starting to curl, so I'm going to scrape a little off just so it goes in a little easier. Okay, here we go. Three taps and I got it probably I don't know, a third of the way in there. I got some curl on both sides. I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna hit it on the ground a couple more times. Got a little more progress. Tiny bit of curling. On the jerseys, you always end up with a little bit of curling right there. That's about it. Alright, I'm just going to hit it straight on the top now. Getting her down in there. She's not going to go in all the way. I'd be happy if I got, there's a little line right there. I'd be stoked if I got it all the way up to that line. See if we can get it to crack in the middle. I hit on this side and I got it to split in the middle. And like on my last axe video, I talked about that, doing that on purpose. And it was getting kind of hard when I was hitting in the middle. It was getting hard to push this whole thing in. So I hit on one side, crack it in the middle, and now I'm gonna hit each side, and it ends up going in easier with it split like that. And then the final product, when you cut it off and sand it, you can't see any crack in there at all. See, it's going in way easier. Getting way more progress. I'm already to that line I was talking about. I'm just gonna go for a little bit more and call it good. And I always check, yeah, the head's not bouncing up at all. Sometimes you hit too hard on the wedge and you can get, if the head isn't seated on there good enough, it'll start coming up, and it's not doing that. Okay. Yeah, you can hear it still going in. Calling that good. It's starting to mushroom out, and so this is kind of the final process of the wedging. All right, now we're ready just to cut it off flush, or not flush. We're gonna cut. I like to leave about a little over a 1/4 inch. So I'll take you over to the bandsaw. Okay, that's what it looks like straight off of the bandsaw. Kind of rough cut. It's starting to look good though. Then I take my angle grinder and I get all the bandsaw marks out of it, and then I sand with the palm sander. So after I get that done, I'll show you again what it looks like. All right, Ryan, check this out. I hope you guys can see that good. Let me know what you think about the new camera angle. But this is pretty much a done axe. I just got to put oil on it. I'm going to use Watco, the Danish oil. I don't know if that's too close or what. But it's time to oil it and call it good. So here we go with the oil. So this is kind of my favorite part, putting oil on it for the final touch. You get to really see the grain pop, and so here we go. Turns out darker. This is the dark walnut Watco Danish oil. There's several different kinds. I always get the darkest one. It's here, I'll show you. Watco Danish oil, black walnut. So yeah, I rub it down pretty good. Make sure to get a bunch on the end. And then this part's kind of cool. This is a pretty sweet axe. And then I got this little oiler, and I like to drip oil in these cracks. Kind of like let it soak in for a minute. And then I do the same thing up here. Just getting all those spots that the rag doesn't get. I'll put a bunch on top here. Kind of let it soak in. Give it one more rub down. I'll come out later and I'll probably put another coat of oil on it, but I'm not going to show that. And also, I wiped the whole head down with oil. All the stuff that drips over, I just wipe the whole head. Stops it from rusting, gives it a little bit of protection. And Ryan also wanted some kind of overstriking, what do you call that? Like a protector, you know, that protects the handle in case you overstrike. And I am going to do that. I'm going to do a paracord wrap on it. I'm not going to do it on video. I'm not going to show that in this video, but he specifically asked for that, and I don't have any power or paracord, so I got to go buy some, and I'll put that on there for him. So yeah, here's your axe, Ryan. This thing is deadly. I really hope you like it, and it was a lot of fun making it. And this video is for you, man. If you guys are watching, maybe check out his channel. It's groundpounder24365. You guys know him. You've seen him in the comments. You've probably seen his videos. And he seems like a pretty decent guy, you know. And I enjoy doing this because I'm getting to know people more, and I feel like that's pretty important. Otherwise, all I know is your guys' username. You know what I mean? Like, all I see in the comments is people's usernames, and I don't really know who they are unless they have a channel and have some kind of content to go off of. So this is a good way to get to meet people and know people and know the people that are watching my stuff. So Ryan, here's your axe, man. Thanks for being patient. It took me about a week to get to it, so I hope you like it. It'll be in the mail Monday. Thanks for watching.